Welcome back, everybody. So last time we began this dungeon, for lack of a better term, I'm going to call it the Molten Cave, for the third Lithograph. So we are still doing the side questing and all of that for the end game of Final Fantasy V. Welcome back. I hope you guys have had a good week. For me, it's been very, very, very busy. We just barely got a bunch of recording done on Monday for Drak and Shadow. We've got a bunch of recording set up next week, and then Wednesday had a ton. Well, it started on Tuesday because some of the games that I was going to review had finally come out, and I'm actually going to have to review them back to back because a little bit of business. So I did say that my next review was going to be The Witness, Jonathan Blow's latest game coming out for PS4 and PC. Supposedly for Xbox One, but we don't know that one for certain yet. And while I'm still going to do a review of The Witness, I don't know if it's going to be the next one. It's taking a little bit more effort than I thought it would. I could definitely review it with the footage that I have, but I'm not that far in, and being that it is a puzzle game, I haven't done a lot of the puzzles just yet. This is literally built as a game where you could, if you get stuck on a puzzle, you can go start another one somewhere else. So I'm literally taking advantage of that. I'm taking my time with it and savoring it. So I'm just going to say that right here and there, or right here and now, is that I do have another game that I am reviewing along with it. If you know when The Witness came out, you probably know what that game is. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. It's LEGO Marvel's Avengers from TT Games. So there's a possibility my next review will be LEGO Marvel's Avengers, and it's not because I've given up on the Witness. It's that I'm working hard to be able to get a full-on opinion of it. So just with that in mind, so I've been bouncing between those two games. People might be asking the version I have of LEGO Avengers. It is the Xbox One version, just because me and my wife want to keep things a little balanced with the consoles. We don't want to, pay $300-$400 and not have too many games on it. Because that's actually a funny thing with our console ownership. So this is a really quick side tangent. So this is actually a really cool addition, is that this guy has actually dug a hole all the way to Mirage Village. And I think if you come back here later, you actually can use his entrance to get further into Mirage Village. We will not, but I always like this whole concept that he dug this hole all the way to, and he doesn't realize that he's right under Mirage Village. So with that said, back to what I was saying. Yeah, so funniest thing about with us is that a lot of the console stuff that we have bought in the last generation, not this one, but in the previous generation, a lot of it was for PS3 and for Wii. Our 360, we do have a 360. It's like a first generation one. For the longest time, it's technically my wife's 360. She only had like 2 games for it. So, because I hate to say this, we actually do own a copy of Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts because she wanted to try it out. And what was the other game that she had? I think it was a Harry Potter game that we got. But, our 360 has been so sparse in titles, and we always felt bad for that because, my wife spent like $300, maybe even $400 for this 360, and it's not getting used. So I already have kind of remedied that because I've always heard that if you're going to play a BioWare game on console, you should play it on the 360 because or on Xbox consoles because it's as close to PC as you're going to get. And so I've been playing the Mass Effect games and Dragon Age on 360 to expand that. And I intend on playing like Mass Effect Andromeda and Inquisition on Xbox One, just to maintain that consistency. But it is one of those things that you have to kind of consider, is that, if you're going to buy a console, you need to actually buy games for it. Otherwise, I'm a Sony fanboy, and I have no problem admitting that. I'm a Nintendo fanboy, and I have no problem admitting that. But if I'm going to spend like, you know, $400 or $500 on an Xbox One, I've got to have titles for it. It's one of those things that Aldo gives me crap about. Aldo from the Geek News panel gives me crap about the fact that I purchased an Xbox One solely for Rise of the Tomb Raider. I didn't, but you know what? That was a definite perk that it was exclusive. I still hold true to what I said before. I would much rather have it on PS4 because I have Tomb Raider on PS3. But I can live with that. So that's just the way it goes. So yeah, we have Lego Avengers. We have them spread throughout all the consoles, but Lego Avengers is going to be Xbox One. So that's the review I am doing. Let's see, anything else? This always seems like a really funny way to start off the Let's Plays, but you know, this is where I can kind of get channel business out of the way. Oh yes, so after Monday's live stream of Undertale, sorry, I had to drink there. I'm just barely getting up, people. People might not appreciate this level of consistency, but this is with my busy schedule, this is kind of when I can do these recordings. And so I'm just barely kind of getting up and my brain is starting to kick in. So if that's unprofessional, I apologize. But that's just the way it is right now. And I want to get this up consistently for you guys. So what was I saying? Crap. This is what happens when I wake up in the morning. Oh yeah, so Undertale. So, ever since Undertale aired, I have seen the comments. People do want me to do Undertale again. Is it going to be a weekly thing? I'm not thinking so. I do still want to get to other games on the live streams. And I do want to be able to get to things like multiplayer. So, here's what I think I'm going to do on the matter. I think a lot of the reason that people liked the Undertale playthrough is that, and if I'm getting this wrong, leave a comment below, but the fact that I was doing it blind, and I was doing it like every other RPG that I've ever played blind. You know, I make up voices on the spot. I am literally confused with everything that's going on. Like, one of the things that actually did happen a lot during the playthrough, or during the live stream, was people were asking what ending I'm going to do. I know, I have a vague understanding of the endings now, and I'm not really pursuing any kind of ending. I am just playing the game. Although, given a lot of the actions that I've already pursued, I probably am going to be going for the neutral ending, and I'm going to stay that way. Because I don't think... The way that people have explained it to me is that once you actually divert on that course, you've already lost the ending for yourself. So if you were trying to do the, I guess it's called the pacifist ending, and then you kill something, you immediately lose the pacifist ending. So, given my current actions, I'm probably just going to have to deal with the fact I'm going to get the neutral ending, and you know what? I'm okay with it, because it's live. Wee wee! Okay, side tangent. Uh-oh, is somebody attacking? X steps at me, wee! Told me to kill y'all, wee! Nothing personal, just orders, wee! Wee! There you go. Gee, I wonder if this trio's favorite words are we. So, welcome Triton, Nergade, and Phobos. I'm probably not saying Nergade right, but... Oh well. Just the way it goes. So yes, Undertale will return. Will it be a regular thing? I don't think so. It'll be somewhat regular. Like, maybe what I'll do is, like, every other week I will interject something else in there. And then the following week will be Undertale Part 2. And then Undertale Part 3. Just kind of going through it as best I can. I don't even know how long Undertale is. as far as like hours. I'm actually kind of curious. I'm looking this up on I'm doing it live, people. I shouldn't do this. I don't like doing it personally, but I'm kind of curious now. So Undertale, 6.5 hours. It's actually not that long. So that should at least be somewhat enjoyable for people. Oh, something's written on it. The third lithograph. Received meteor in the monster sealed in the river of molten lava. Okay, so now we have the time magic meteor. The strongest time magic that there is in the game. Yes, meteor is no longer considered a black magic, but that's because now there's a different classifications of magic in this game. There's time magic, there's summon magic, there's blue magic, which is technically enemy skills for those who are used to later Final Fantasies. But we also have the third lithograph. So now we can go and claim some new weapons from Kuza Castle. But yeah, I think I've made myself clear. If I haven't, sorry. What's probably going to happen is next week we'll have another new game. Because I do still get requests and I still want to meet them. We'll still have another new game. Or a game that hasn't been done before. I'm not going to lie, I'm literally leaning towards a Blizzard game. Because, well, Heroes just had a couple of new heroes announced and implemented into the game, including Gen Greymane. And I've been really itching to get my hands on him. And due to lack of time, I haven't been able to. The other one is Diablo 3, because of the fact that a new patch just hit and all of the BlizzCon announced stuff has been implemented into the game. I believe all of it has, because Grey Hollow Island is in it. So I wanted to be able to go check that out with you guys. That's one of the those two are possibilities. I also do have a bunch of other Steam requests that I have said I would go try out. But we'll figure it out. I do like adding a little bit of secrecy to it, because I do know that when I did the last minute announcement that it was Undertale, a lot of people were excited. So I'll probably keep that. As far as the podcast is concerned, the podcast will happen this weekend. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm wondering if I can live stream this week or next week. I might not be able to. I'll keep you guys posted. We've actually got a really big recording day that day, and so I might not be able to live stream, but we will try, because I just barely remembered that. It's going to be a big recording day because we're going to be doing me and Alex are going to be recording our first vlog doing our first movie review of 2016, because The Finest Hours comes out that day. And so we're excited for that. For people who wanted a Kung Fu Panda review, that'll come up too. I'm going to be doing it on my own. So Drak and Shadow can look forward to another single review from me on Kung Fu Panda 3. And that's going to happen. Yeah, we got that, and then we've also got to do our kind of regular recording session, so... And I don't want to have the live stream super late, because I've got to get to bed too. Dang Shield Dragon. Kicks my butt every stinking time. So with that said, I believe there will be a live stream. If there's not, I will let you guys know. And the podcast will be happening this weekend. I don't think there's anything delaying it, so... And as far as Gaming with Geeks, because I have gotten this question a couple of times, it is coming back. We just are waiting for things to kind of even out and turn back to normal, so that we can start recording Gaming with Geeks. And we're probably going to have to change the format of that and try and get a way so that we can do them shorter and more frequently, so we can cover everything that people want us to cover. So yeah, is that enough business under the rug? I think so. And it's appropriate because we're about to make our way up to the chamber of the weapons. Of course, if the Shield Dragon will let us. This is why I don't like the Shield Dragon. He's such an annoying little bugger to deal with. There we go. So third lithograph is put up. What are we going to choose? Ooh, one of the sealed weapons. Excalibur. Yes, we want to break the seal on Excalibur. Yep, Excalibur is still a thing, and I have no problems with that. Excalibur is awesome. Let's see, and then what is the next one we're going to take? I don't think it's going to be... I think the Bell and the Harp were last ones. Ooh, that one's probably going to be it. Yoichi's Bow. Nope. The Fire Boot. No, we're not going to break the seal on that. We are going to break the seal on Yoichi's Bow. So now the Hunter has the ideal weapon, although I believe I have a bow that's better in my inventory. So I'll probably use that a little bit more often. And I think I know what this one was. Yeah, I think it was the axe. Nope. Was it? Is there anything else? Bell, Harp, Excalibur. We took that. And we took the Holy Lance. So, yep, the Rune Axe is going to be the next one. So our last weapon choices are going to be the Fire Boot, which is the whip, and then the Earth Bell, and I can't remember what the name is. I think it's Apollo's Harp. Yeah. So, there you go. Spoiler alert. But, you know, we're getting really close, because we've got one more lithograph to unlock. Yeah, we've got one more lithograph to unlock, so... And as soon as the lithographs are done, then all we have to do is pursue all the other side stuff that happens, and we can go into the end zone finally. We are getting really close to the end of the game, people. I'm not gonna lie. It's taken time, but we're almost there. And now it's time for me to go. I know that I'm actually kind of setting things up to go grind some more. Because, yeah, that's what you do. And this time around, now that I have the submarine, so this is going to seem a little weird or a little fast, but I basically am going right now to go unlock the 4th lithograph dungeon. Technically, you could do this before the Molten Cave, but I do it later. And one of the main reasons I do it later is because it actually, once you get access to it, it actually has really good ABP. Or, yeah, is it ABP in this game? ABP. The job points. Really good job points so that I can actually I can really start working on mastering all of the job classes in the game. And so here we go. We're going to go unlock the first lithograph dungeon, or the 4th lithograph dungeon, and leave it at that. At least for the grinding session. But as I've told you guys, I don't do grinding on camera. If you don't know that, welcome. You must be new here. So here we go. Out of the cave. Oh, crap. Random encounters. I wish I could say in the later games the random encounters get better. No. Random encounters are still annoying throughout most of the Final Fantasy games. Oh, and I actually did get an interesting question from somebody. So, how am I going to treat Final Fantasy 15 in this? Will it make the list? Yeah, you bet. I'm very excited for Final Fantasy 15, but I'm going to take my time with it. So, you may not see 15 right away. I do want to at least beat it on my own time and give it its fair due. So, it may be a while, but I am planning, since it is a Roman numeral title, that it will make the list. But Drak, 11 and 14 are never going to make it. Sorry, guys. Maybe at one point on a live stream, I'll try out 14, and that way people can appreciate it. Behind the place where the water falls, protected by the water, lies the 4th lithograph. Yay! I don't even know if I can actually play 11 anymore, because I keep on hearing that the 11 servers were scrapped to do 14. So I don't even think 11 is playable now. And even then, I don't know if I'd pick it up. I'm really on the fence with picking up MMOs, because like a while back, I actually got a request to go do, what was it? A bounty hunter in Star Wars The Old Republic. And while I understand why that person would like it, the only thing that makes me kind of wary on the matter is it's an MMO, which means you have to devote a lot of time to it. So if I were to just do a live stream, you know, like I'm doing of Undertale, where I'm not playing it on my own, if I were to just do that, it would literally be like hundreds of parts. And I don't know if I want to have like a Let's Play that long with people. Because, I mean, what happens if I like it? Then I want to actually pursue it all the way to the end game. And at that point, I'm trying to remember what the cap for Tora is. Tora, I think, is like 70 now with the new expansion they had. And already that just makes me go, oh, crap, you know, 70 levels. How do you make that entertaining for that long? And how do you not make it like under 100? How do you make it not like under 100 parts? Because if I like it, who knows? I may want to go back to it on another class. And I haven't figured that out yet. You know, it's one of those questions that I also get about World of Warcraft too. Is, you know, could I please do a Let's Play of World of Warcraft? Because not too many people do it or do it successfully. And that's kind of the problem. Is the game now has 100 levels. And if I was going to give you an immersive experience, it would be to go all 100 levels and, you know, queue for dungeons and things like that in the meantime, and probably pick a class that I'm not all that familiar with. That's the other problem too, is like I'm familiar with most of the WoW classes, so there's not really a whole lot I can add to it. Because when Cataclysm, the third expansion, hit, I actually overhauled a lot of my characters and played them through. So I have familiarity with most of them. I could technically do a Demon Hunter. I just don't know if I want to do like a hero class right off the bat, because there's a lot of lower level content that is enjoyable in WoW. But do you see the problem that I have? I don't want to give you guys a bad experience from an MMO, because MMOs can actually have really good experiences. However, that's a lot of content. So if you guys want to continue to make a compelling argument for it, then please do. But I don't know if that will ever be in the cards. I don't know if 14 will ever be in the cards because of the fact it is an MMO. And a lot of time and effort needs to be devoted to it. And again, it's nothing against you guys. I just don't know how I would properly implement it. I don't know how I would keep you guys entertained for hundreds and hundreds of hours. So with that, I'll get off my soapbox now. Now, people might be a little interested in what we're doing. So I've already done the grinding in the recordings, and we are actually going to go pursue another piece of bonus content. Believe it or not, I actually don't have every job class. They actually lock one away in Final Fantasy V, for those who don't know, till the end of the game. Because it is a kind of, not a super powerful class, but it is very helpful later on. And so we are actually on our way to getting the final job class. And it actually is in a familiar area. Believe it or not, we've actually seen the final job class in the game. So if people don't know what that is actually the Sunken Tower of Walls. And if people remember in the playthrough that I did, when I went through Walls Tower, there was one crystal I couldn't get my hands on. That is the final job class. So this is actually a really cool concept to bring you back here to get that final crystal shard. I like it. I like the implementation of that, is that it's exactly where you left it. Oh, geez. Well, I'm dead. Don't take it too easy. So basically, what they're saying is that I can... Yeah, you only have 7 minutes. So I have 7 minutes to grab the crystal shard. And it's at the bottom of the tower, not at the top anymore. But if I take too long, then I will die because I ran out of breath. That's okay, because I know where I'm going at the very least. Now, this is also another interesting thing that I like, is that the enemies in the Sunken Tower of Walls you can't see because it's deep water. I always like the implementation of that. It really works. Like, you can see kind of a silhouette, but you can't really see anything else on the matter. And I think actually, so unfortunately we're not going to be able to finish this in this part. I think we're going to get through this battle and then call it a day. But when we get back, we're going to finish up the Sunken Tower of Walls to get the final job class and start working on it. And then I believe the next thing on the list is the 4th lithograph. So